What's up, folks, and welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a very quick video because I'm actually responding to a tag. The tag was started by Lisa over at And So On. It's called the 5 questions, 1 take tag. So I was actually, let me back up. I was tagged yesterday by 2 people. The first person was Judith at Judith D's World, and the second person was Natita from Natural Dane. So I'm going to get started with these 5 questions. Okay, here we go. First question: if you were given a paid sabbatical to spend a year living anywhere in the world, where would it be and why? Well, if this question was asked of me quite a few years ago, I probably would have said Florida, because like Natita, I'm from Wisconsin and I hate the cold. I was so happy when we relocated here. But I'm actually in Florida now, and I love the weather, but I am deathly afraid of hurricanes. And we've had quite a few since I've been here. We've had a few since I've been here, and they're the scariest thing ever to go through. So the answer to this question now is Las Vegas, because I've spent some time there. I have friends there. I spent some time there, and I really enjoy it. And they don't appear to have a natural disaster like a hurricane. They might have some other things like sandstorms and things like that, but right now, Las Vegas. Question number 2. Who was your favorite teacher growing up, and how did they influence you? That was an easy one, because after all these years, only 2 people stand out in my head, and that was my elementary school, Mrs. Brown. She was an absolutely great person, and I felt like she was my mother, and was I hated leaving her. I really did when we had to move on, because she was just that special to me. And I also remember one little thing about her, and that was that she truly enjoyed eucalyptus drops. And I hope I said that right, eucalyptus, like halls. She sucked on them all the time, kept a big bag at her desk. But you know, I really loved her. And then why I have 2 is because these 2 teachers they stayed in my heart all of this time. And the other one is Mr. Fair. In high school, my senior year, he was my African American studies history teacher. And not only I, but everyone in that class loved Mr. Fair. He was one of the best teachers, other than Mrs. Brown, that I had. It was such an experience that when we graduated, I also had him for homeroom, and when we graduated that day, I remember everyone was in tears. No one wanted to leave him behind. So when teachers leave that kind of impact on you, you never forget it. So those are my 2 teachers. I didn't just have one. Question number 3. Name 3 things besides sewing that you're good at. Besides sewing. Okay, that's difficult, but I think I can master that. Okay, first I'm gonna say cooking, because I love to eat. I can't emphasize that enough. I just love food. I'm obsessed with food. And I'm originally by heart the soul food cook. You know, I did all of that coming up. I learned from my mother, my aunt, my grandmother, that kind of thing. But recently, my husband and I have gone, well, not recently, we've been about a few years now. My husband and I went vegan, and we're plant-based vegans. We don't eat meat or meat products, and we don't eat any refined flours or sugars or anything like that. So I had to teach myself how to cook all over again, because I love to eat and I wanted good food, you know, and you can get, despite what people think, you can get great food being a vegan and being plant-based. So cooking, I have to say. Second thing would probably be, how can I say this? I guess helping others, because one of the things when I was working that people always came to me if they couldn't find something dealing with other people. They would come to me because they knew I would resolve the issue. I do enjoy helping others. It's the customer service part in me. I was never a customer service rep, but I felt that everyone was my customer when I went into my job. So, and I still do that now. If someone comes to me and they have a question, I try to resolve that question and help them as best I can. Even if I don't have the answer, I'll try and connect them with someone else who may have the answer. It's just, that's the spirit in me. So that would be 2. And then the third one is going to be a little odd. I would have to say housekeeping, because I truly love cleaning my house. I just do. Even when I was working full-time and I had a crazy schedule and I was out of town a lot, I never had a housekeeper. I'm one of those people that would clean the house before the housekeeper got there. That's just me. I turn on my music, loud, blasting it on the weekends, and I just started to clean the house. I enjoy it, I really do. And sometimes I have to stop dancing just to get my work done, but I truly enjoy cleaning my house. So those are my 3 things I'm good at. Question number 4, do you cook? We already answered that question. What meal recipe are you most known for? If you don't cook, what meal recipe would you most like to have made for you? So we answered that question a little earlier. Yes, I do cook. And I have to say now, what I'm best known for is my chocolate chip coconut cookies. And the reason is because, well, 2 reasons. Number 1, because I'm vegan and I'm plant-based, I don't use eggs or flour or any of that kind of thing. So I had to learn how to make these cookies without all that other stuff. And the reason why I do that is because I'm not a sweet person. I'm savory all the way. But my husband is. He has a little bit of a sweet tooth. It's gotten bad. Well, I shouldn't say better. Having a sweet tooth is not bad. But he doesn't eat as many sweets as he used to. But he loves these cookies. It's his favorite. So I try to pop them in every now and then. And I do have some other things that I've actually made for him with our new, the way we eat. But the other thing that makes me really proud of it is a friend of mine came over and she does not like cookies that are not warmed up. And she was over one day and I gave her cookies just to hold her off until I finished dinner, her and her husband. And she bit into that cookie and couldn't believe it. She said, I've never had a cookie this well. And the reason I keep them this good, she said, and the reason I keep them in the refrigerator is because they're soft and it's the way I cook them. I like to keep them in the refrigerator so they stay soft. But anyways, that made my day when she said that, because I know she never sugarcoats anything and she says exactly what's on her mind. Okay, so now we're gonna go to the last question, question 5. It is, what is your favorite pattern ever and why? Okay, folks. All of you who know me in the sewing community know what the answer to this question is going to be. I have fallen in love with the closet case ginger jean. I love that pattern. That is my favorite pattern. Actually, my next video coming up will be a video about a new pair of jeans that I just made. So that's the answer to question number 5. Now, what I need to do is tag a few people, and there were a few people that I wanted to tag when I first got tagged yesterday, and then I watched a few other tag videos and noticed that they had been tagged already. So I'm gonna try to tag some people that have not been tagged and have a YouTube channel. So here we go. The first person is gonna be Valeria from Valeria Spec. The second person is going to be Johanna from Last Stitch. And the third and fourth person, actually could be, no, just a third, is Victoria and Gentleman Jim from the Tailor and the Dressmaker. And the last person that I'm going to tag is going to be, of course, my lovely co-host from That Sewing Blab, actually my lovely host from That Sewing Blab, Dawn from Dueling Designs. So that's it, you guys. Once again, thank you so much for stopping by my video, and I'll see you in the next video soon. Take care. Bye-bye.